Alright, everybody. Want to thank you all for coming out today. I know that it's kind of taken a lot of us by surprise to hear the news. We first found out about a week ago. Um, we noticed that he went missing pretty much in February. He just cold turkey stopped playing. Like, and Sawda was a staple of our community. Like every single day he was out here in World v World. He never missed an event. Never was missing in action. He never left anywhere without telling us that he's going to be gone. So it was very weird that he just up and blooped. And not only did he not log into the game, he didn't log into the Gaiscioch website, which he was chronically logging in there. No communication through Discord. He just disappeared overnight. I knew something was up, but I had no way of finding him. I did a little digging using some data forensics and managed to track down at least the city that he lived in. And then I was able to find him because I knew his name. So that led me to his wife. His wife let me know what happened, and that's how I finally found out. But it really, I can't even express it enough how much of a loss it feels that Sawda is gone. He was a huge piece of this community, and I never stepped on World v World since the day that we started out here on Sanctum of Rall without his presence here, telling me that there was somebody somewhere, and now it's like having your guiding light disappear. So I really want to thank you all. I'm going to give you all an opportunity to share your stories of Sawda. Anyone that wants to speak, go ahead and use the general chat in Discord, or if you want to say something, you can just X up in Sanctum Rall chat if you're here, and I'll call on you and then give you the floor. I will unmute Discord so you all can speak. Do I have anyone first that would like to share a story or a memory or something? Alright, go ahead, Ebser.
Thank you very much, Fog. I'm sure all of you guys have interacted with Sawda at one point. This game's been going on for 10 years. I may not have been a first day player, but ever since jumping into World v World and getting into the roaming scene, I've felt the presence of nearly all the people that have been the people that are very clear and obvious faces. Sawda being one of them. Now, Guild Wars 2 isn't a game that's purely skill. It's also not a game that's about putting in the most amount of hours. It's not about, it's a combination of things. But most importantly, and I think one of the things that defines the World v World community, and most importantly, what Sanctum of Rall has had to go through in this community, is that we have had a cherished, blessed moment where we are able to have consistency in faces and the community that we've cultivated. And Sawda was definitely a part of cultivating that community today. The fact that all of you guys are all out here willing to support his memory and being able to cherish that in the spirit of community is a testament to that. And I just want to thank each and every one of you from all the roamers here on Sanctum of Rall. Thank you, Sawda, and thank you for keeping his memory alive.
Thank you. Alright, Misty Mama Bear, go ahead.
Thank you guys for coming. This means a lot to me. Sawda took on my grandkids and taught them how to scout in WVW. And in the process, I learned a lot about scouting and how I need to work on that quite a bit. But he's just been a great friend to my grandkids and our family. And anytime you needed anything, he was there for us. So when he disappeared, it really was troublesome for me because the boys kept on asking, "Where's Sawda? Where's Sawda?" And I finally had to tell them we found out where he is. I just I just appreciated all his time and loving care to help us in finding where our foe are, and I just love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Go ahead, Capsule.
Hi, y'all. I came into World v. World completely clueless about 5 years ago, maybe 4. And I was with Wild at the time, and I was so lost. And I decided I'd start coming into the Borderlands a little bit more and kind of figuring out what was going on while we were off rally. And so one day I start following this guy around on the map who's just kind of going around and doing reconnaissance, and I thought that was really cool. And I introduced myself, and he said, it was Sawda. He was cool with me following him around and kind of learning what he was looking for. And it was really neat to have just kind of this friendly presence on the map all the time. And I loved working kind of as a team with Sawda, when I had a chance to go scout the Borderlands on the opposite end of where he was, or if he needed something looked at. And he's just a good and supportive and friendly face on the Borderland for someone who really was new to the whole thing. I'm really grateful for his friendship, and it was hard to hear of his ascension. So, thank you, Sawda. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, who would like to speak next? Well, I can tell you that those of us that are on Sanctum of Rall, pretty much those that were here day one, remember our server was founded out of that profound love for a person. And now I kind of feel like we're at that juncture again where we once again celebrate the life of somebody that was very near and dear to us. And I have put in a request to ArenaNet for placing an eagle right there on top of that building over there. Don't know if they will. If they don't, that's okay too. There will definitely be a memorial inside the Gaiscioch Guild Hall, but it would be really cool. But we'll see if it happens. It may or may not. We don't know. But I definitely see Sawda as an eagle that's going to be soaring over Sanctum of Rall for the rest of its days. I don't know that any of us have really enjoyed World v World without having his hand somewhere in the mix. He's always been a guiding light for us, and it's going to be a hole in our hearts for a while, I think. The Great Squiggle says Sawda was a great help when I was learning how to command in World v World. Without him, I would have killed many times, or I would have been killed many times over than I have. LOL. I'm not sure if there's anyone on Twitch that wants me to read off one of their messages. I want to thank Flux for building the remainder of the golems on the Green Borderlands. We have, I think, 54 here on Sanctum of Rall, and we were hoping to get 63, one to celebrate each year of his epic life, but we got 54, and then it locked us. So.
There's one more in
Right. Turkey
chat.
Donkey says I've been on SOR since since I've begun playing this game, and I don't remember a time without Sawda. He'll be missed. Now there also is a forum post on the official Guild Wars 2 forum. Feel free to post your comments there. I'm going to link to that post from the YouTube video that I post up, and I will be sending his family the video link as well, so they'll be able to see it all. Okay, Goblin's going to send me some stuff to read. Sugar Granddaddy says, "May the eagle watch over us, and his name shall be remembered." Nikki Beans says, "I was ganked outside Gary once by 2 enemies and got down. Sawda swooped down and double killed them." It's very Sawda. Can't tell you how many times he pulled me out of a fire. Alright, Goblin says, "When I first got into World v World, Mr. Sawda took me under his wing and taught me the basics of the game mode. It was him who inspired me to become a scout for SOR and our commanders. I had not joined a guild at the time. I had no friends and didn't know what to do. Tyrion2 from Twitch says, "Thank you for everything, Sawda. You will be missed."
Garrick has something to say in chat. Says Sawda was always patient and kind. He was one of the best of us and lived the Gaiscioch ideals. I'll miss him.
Thank you, Gemma, for finding that one. I'm looking on all my different chats trying to figure out where it's coming from. Looks like Magi came to join us. Thank you, guys. Girls Will Be Bards says, "Thank you, Sawda. You were such a bright light in this community. You will be incredibly missed." Goblin says, "His absence will leaves a hole in my heart, and I will miss him. Sawda, you were a joy and a shining light in the Sanctum of Rall Community. You will be missed greatly." You're very welcome. Alright folks, in honor of Sawda, being I don't see anyone else Xing up to speak, I think it's time for a golem parade. So let's go ahead and all saddle up into a golem. We're going to take a lap around the Borderlands. So grab a golem, any golem, and we'll start going clockwise. So we'll go by Fog Haven first. And if anybody has anything to say, feel free to chime up and say so. Be happy to have you guys tell stories while we're walking. is my golem faster?
You
Do
probably
you
have a gold golem.
maybe a mastery? Golem mastery?
Yeah, that might be it.
Or is someone giving you
Popular
super
points.
speed?
Golems as far as the eye can see.
This looks like the lunch line.
Ha. For sure.
I think the only time Sawda took a break was one time when I was helping him check out hills, and he tells me, I have to go eat. I'll be right back. And it was like less than a minute later, he's back.
The spoon becomes a shovel.
Right.
Now, if there is something I'm going to miss about Sawda, is that he was always the grown-up, the adult. In team chat, he was refreshing to read. We are going to miss him.
That's a really good point. World v World is constantly filled with salt and bad manners and all kinds of stuff, and he didn't participate in any of that, even jokingly. He was always a straight arrow in that regard, and I think that also helped lead to his credibility. And it's hard to find that these days in the internet.
Agreed.
I'm gonna let the tail catch up a little bit.
Just plain good people.
It's so nice to see other, the green walking us here without hurting us. It just shows how much honor he had to more than just SOR.
It's one of the things about Guild Wars 2's community that really kind of touches me in a happy place. Is just how much compassion they have. I mean, deep down, there's so much compassion in this Guild Wars 2 community.
Hi guys.
Hi, Darcy.
I had moved to a different server, so I'm no longer on SOR. But I can tell you, on the server that I am linked with now, or servers, there are so many people that have been mentioning Sawda. So it's not just a small community; it's all throughout this game, which is very impressive. Because nowadays, there's not that many people who can own up to that. So he gets a lot of respect from everyone.
Indeed.
Somebody did ask if his wife would know. I think Fog is going to send a video of this
Yes.
to his wife. Yes.
The guard. Chihuahua. Although anyone on the maps is gonna be like, what the heck is that? Yeah, I will be sending this along with the forum thread to try to compile everything together for them.
The slowest moving Zerg in history.
I think if anyone was to attack us right now, the spin to win would win.
It just depends on how quick they are.
I'm beginning to think the Omegas are just faster.
Spin to win might actually break the server with this many.
Graphics card? Or like former graphics card.
We're gonna hold inside the tunnel until everyone catches up. Pretty long again.
I kind of remember the duckies one time telling me something Sawda said that, you know, you should do such and such. I can't remember what the thing was, but I remember the duckies coming to Grandma and saying, Sawda said this, and it's true, Grandma.
Alright, let's go.
Sawda knows the rules.
Ooh, there is leather in this tower.
Squirrel?
Yes, Kitty is definitely the squirrel.
Oh, you can
We got
gather
a few
while
of
in
those
normally.
too.
Well, we may run into a Zerg up ahead. I don't know. Pink tag's moving towards us at speed.
It's a peaceful march.
This bridge is scraped by paint.
So far.
How would you feel when you see 40 plus golems come in your direction?
Probably have a minor heart attack.
It's not their BL, they'll be fine.
Something something walk softly. Something big stick.
Right.
Do not run into the tree.
Yeah, Sawda definitely knew how to all the what was
Here we
needed
go.
for it coming.
Maybe we'll get lucky and people will notice that are here.
And he got responses because commanders believed him and knew
Hold
he
here.
was truth.
Make sure those little reds don't get too feisty.
Make sure that they don't try to
It'll be
pick
a
off your
short
tail.
walk up. Yeah, it'll be a short walk on
I
that
don't think they
pier.
will.
We lost a golem. Someone left a golem.
Walking
Some
backwards,
postman
helping
sends
catch up.
their regards. They had to drop due to a storm warning.
Oh. Mother Nature.
Yup, it's been like that.
You're like, what the hell?
Well, we have 2 greens that are walking with us, so they probably know.
We've got one RP walking too, and that's definitely a hey, don't hit this.
Oh, he waved. He saluted to us.
Yep.
Like the golem I'm in.
Up, Tanny. Hey.
I know whenever Sawda made a call, if wildies were on the map, we were there.
We're gonna loop up into the garrison, and I want you guys to place all these golems around the outer ring of, like, on the outer wall. Some of you will probably go to the inner. I think there's gonna be too many for just the outer. And I'm gonna launch the Vista. That'll be a pretty cool camera shot.
I hope we don't get rusty.
The Assyrians made it. We're good.
Do you want people on South Inner also?
Yeah, you can just find a chunk of wall that's not covered in golem and place a golem on it. Yeah, just the various outer walls and then the inner walls. Line them up wherever you can.
Run, little guy, run!
I was gonna say
Bad choice.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry to our not our color friends here. We might not have the best response. Park mine right over here.
Our guards are still keeping protection mode.
Did you say you want them on outer and inner? Or inner first?
Both.
Okay, I'm taking this outer wall out here.
Go ahead. I'm going up to the little vista.
Golems
Got a whole bunch of
facing
golems
in or out?
in town, or
Facing out.
facing out. Got a whole bunch of golems inside garrison. I'm not sure if these were part of our tribe or what.
Do we?
Might not have made it in.
Those ones that
Do
broke
we
through the outer
what?
walls.
Probably Magi. They grabbed them.
Yep, they could have. Yep. And then if anyone wants to go to North Camp and check to make sure that they're all out of North Camp.
I'll jump up there.
So we parked them, correct?
Correct.
There is one right at Citadel Waypoint that I saw. Someone wants to grab that one.
I can.
Garrison camera angle only shows south. Funny enough.
Okay, so we're gonna have to turn them around.
Inner south, yes. Focus on the south inner, and then the cliffside out back.
And none are in camp. So.
Okay.
I know I took the some postman golem and left it in Green Lake. I can run down and grab that.
Okay, I have to go back and get my golem and move it.
Yeah, move mine.
So right here, We can have some down here lining up on that wall. The outer wall on the lower side, we can get some golems here.
How much more time for the timer?
9 seconds.
Okay, because you got one more golem coming that direction.
Should I go back to Green Lake or just come in?
Birdie,
There you go.
it won't show on this one. We have to move it to the south wall.
Yeah. You can use the waypoint at this point. If you're a golem on the outside, just use the waypoint and I'll port you in and you can just go out the door. See if we can move these golems pretty quick.
Oh, we lost Green Lake, so odds are we also lost that golem.
Where are we supposed to put these?
South inner, so by Watergate.
Oh, by Watergate, up top.
We're on the cliff side, outside. Works too.
He
You want all of them?
markers out there.
You want all from the outer onto the inner?
Yep. Or on the cliff side there. Got all the ones from the outer.
Almost.
So do you want them all in the south, or just keep some in the north?
It's all in the south, because you won't be able to see them on the north.
We give the leather node a quick smooch.
Let's see what else we got here.
Can you get it for me too, kid?
Well, Vane, if you have anything you want to say, feel free. Most everyone else has already said their piece.
So confirm. Move the siege golems from north inner to south inner, yes?
Yes, or outer. The south outer can get columns too. A portal from the upper wall, I think, maybe, or down by the door, I guess. Because that south wall doesn't have any. It'll probably hurt a little.
Alright, they're all gone.
They're all got.
Haha! Works even there. That should do. Alright, everyone, go up on that south cliff side. Let's get a good picture of y'all. And thank you all for coming out. Really appreciate you all.
How do you remove all the UI stuff again? What was the code for that?
Control Shift H.
Yeah, default is Control Shift H like in horchata. house. That will be easier.
That is pretty amazing.
That is so awesome.
I got some screenshots here. Well done, everybody. Thank you for helping out. I know some of you showed up, you know, a couple hours early to try to help arrange all of these columns and get them all built.
Thank you for hosting.
A day's work. I appreciate you all. And at this point, I would say take a golem and go beat something up with it.
1 second. I'd like to say something without getting into tears. I really appreciate you, Fog, for everything that you do for the guild, how important the members are. Sorry. Not everyone would do this for our members. You know what I'm trying to say, so I thank you and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well. Yeah, I mean, I started this community almost 21 years ago, and it never dawned on me that mortality would be something I'd ever have to deal with. And Roger was the first. Believe it or not, Roger Old World Raw, the very namesake of this server, was our first. And, you know, that shook me to my core, and it really made me realize just how precious these moments are with all of you. Like, every time we step on this field together, every single memory we make, that is a piece of you that is staying with me. You know, it doesn't matter what weapon I find, what, you know, I'm top in the world on this achievement, top in the world on that achievement. That's not going to be here when I'm gone. The only thing that's going to be here when I'm gone is your memory of me. And like Sawda, all of us have been affected by him. Look at this legend. This is insane. That's the kind of reach that one scout on Sanctum of Rall had. So that's the reach that all of us should strive for. You know, he's a real kind of a role model, how a role model should be. You know, he's something that we should all strive to become. But you know, and it's amazing because like every encounter we do, every event, every, you know, boss we slay, we're together and we remember things because we're together. And that's real loot in these MMOs. That's what makes these games so great, is the human connections. So I thank you all for being a part of this. I mean, in all honesty, you guys have really given, you know, me that life mission of sorts. You know, I never thought that this would be a thing, but it is, and people enjoy it, and we keep doing it, and it's a lot of fun. And, you know, sometimes we hit sad moments like these, but, you know, I can't help but think that, man, Sawda had such a profound impact on all of our lives. It's not just one of us, it's a whole army of us. We got people on 3 different shards right now out here trying to represent them. We got people from the other teams coming out to be with us for this. So, you know, that's so profound. So I thank you all for being a part of this story and being a part of my life, being a part of Sawda's life, being a part of the Sanctum of Rall legend. This is what it's all about, guys. Hold on to these memories, cherish your friends, you know, cherish your family. We're not going to be here forever, and I hope that you remember each and every one of you the same way that we remember Sawda today. And thank you, guys.
Thanks for doing this, Fog.
Thank you, Fog.
You're very welcome. Alright, folks, let's go have some fun. Looks like somebody might be hitting our bay. Let's go show them that that's not a good idea. All the golems right here. I will, I'll port you. Everyone grab a golem. Port you down. A golem, any golem.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this, Fog. I'm going to bed because it's late for me.
That's totally okay.
Yes. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you again.
See you
Fog.
next Monday.